Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. This is Ozark Living. In today's video and topic, we're talking should you sell in Lake of the Ozarks. Let's check it out. All right, hey guys, my name is Scott, and if this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome, thank you, and while you're here, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell, because every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm dropping a new video telling you everything you need to know about moving to or just living in Lake of the Ozarks. We're also a group of licensed lenders and agents, so as much as I love making these videos, I would love more to help you with your lending or real estate needs. So that number popping up below, I am the guy who answers the phone calls, the text messages, and the emails. If there's a question, a scenario, or just something I can do, please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. In the meantime, this video, we want to talk a little bit about should you sell in Lake of the Ozarks, and go back one video to Tuesdays and you'll see we talked about, is it a good time to buy in the Ozarks? So first things first, whether you're buying or selling, if it's a circumstantial type situation, right? Like, hey, I'm moving to the area because work is bringing me down there, or I have some family that I have to help out, or there's a situation that's requiring me to move to the Ozarks. Same concept if you're looking to sell. Hey, I have to sell my property because my job is taking me to a different city, or I have family in a different part of the country that I have to go be around and help, or I have a health thing that I have to go to this area to have those amenities. Like, if it's circumstantial, then yeah, of course, it's gonna be a good time to sell because you have to sell. But hey, if it's not circumstantial and we're just thinking like, hey, is now a good time to sell my Ozark property, whether it's a lakefront property or off-lake property, it doesn't matter. Like, is now a good time to sell? And outside of it being circumstantial, we're just talking personal, is it a good time? So the majority of us, when we're thinking about selling, we're thinking of obviously the profit or the return on investment that we're looking at getting, right? We know that it's more financially savvy to own versus rent, right? So we're not doing a rent versus own thing. We know that, which is why you've purchased your home in the first place. So is now the time to maximize that sale and maximize the return on your investment? Very well could be, right? We know that the lake has gained great appreciation and has had a little bit of a boom over the past 3 or 4 years. And so those homeowners that do own here, it could be a great time to cash out that home for whatever those reasons might be. If this is your, maybe single family owner occupied property, then you're looking to relocate or go somewhere else, then yeah, it's a great time. It's also the beginning of May, so the season is coming upon us, and the high traffic touristy time from Memorial to Labor Day, and that's where the hustle and bustle and the energy comes into play. And so there's a lot of desire and drive to be down here, and those that are exploring this area, they're going to be intrigued by it. And so now could be a great time, just from a perspective of the month that we're in and the months that we're coming up to is a great time, because that's where, again, the high demand for being in this area. And so because of the high demand, because of the recent boom, it could be a great time to maximize that profit and sell the home, right? If you maybe have purchased a home for an investment purposes, or this is a short-term rental for you, same concept stands, right? Do I feel like I'm at the top of the market? Do I feel like I've maximized it? Did I time the market? Listen, if anybody ever tells you that they know how to time the market, they're just flat out wrong. Nobody can time the market. So you do the best you can with the information that you have to make the best decisions that you can make, right? To ultimately get the outcome and the result that you're looking for. But nobody can time the market. But we could be close to the top, right? We know that we had that boom. So the past 2, 3, 4 years, there was a great boom. And whether that was because Ozark, the show, came out, or whether that's because there was something that happened that drew some attraction here, we saw that gain in appreciation. And we would also like to think that regardless of those factors, that you should still continue to see growth and appreciation over time. And so as you've purchased your home and you've paid down your mortgage while the home's equity and appreciation has gone up, we know that we have this much equity in our property that we could cash out. But as time goes on, you would think that you're going to continue to pay it down, and the appreciation levels are going to continue to rise and the equity will grow. So whether it's now or whether it's a year from now or 5 years or 10 years from now, you're still going to see appreciation and equity growth. And that's where we could come into play, because what we can do is basically take a look at your current financial situation right now. Hey, what's the balance of my mortgage? What's the value of my home? How much money do I have in here? Hey, if I like that money, cool. Sell it, take your cash, go. Whatever that looks like. If you want to continue to build equity through your property, what we can do is we can figure out how much equity or appreciation do we feel like your home will gain on a yearly basis. And so you can take that number and factor it in to say, hey, every year I should earn this. And you start to add that to the balance, or you start to add that to your profit. And then you could say, okay, I think I want to hold on to it for maybe another couple years, or maybe, hey, I want to hold on to it for 5 more years to see if I can gain an extra 50,000. Those are the conversations that you got to think about. Those are the conversations you have to have. Those are the conversations we can help you with. And so is now a good time? Yeah, now is a great time. It's May, it's, almost peak season. There's a lot of attraction coming down here. And so if you've already gone through those progressions and you're already here with the mindset that this is, what you're going to do, then 100% now is a good time. So the things that you should be focusing on is getting your property prepped and ready. So there's going to be a little bit of maintenance, a little bit of paint, a little bit of yard work. You're going to want to minimize your property and take a lot of the clutter and the junk and get rid of it. You want to be able to show your home to where buyers are coming in to picture themselves living there, not seeing how you live there, right? So there's steps, right? And there's a method to the selling process to maximize that return. So if you've been in your property for a long time, you might need to have, someone come in and kind of guide you and show you what it would look like to put your home in show ready status and get ready for others to come start walking and touring your property. So another thing that we know when we're selling and buying is that basically across the country, right, the majority of people are selling and buying during the summer months. The reason is because they have kiddos and families, and so they don't want to disrupt schooling with their kids. And so, hey, as we get to the end of the school year, we're going to prep our home, we're going to list it, we're going to move during the summer months so we can start the new school year, either A, in the same school district, cool, but we didn't have to go through a move transition. Or if we're trying to get to a new area and start at a new school, you're doing it at the beginning of a school year and not in the middle of the school year. It makes it a little bit more difficult for kiddos and the family. And so same concept happens here. The majority of folks that live here that are looking to maybe upgrade their home, get a bigger property, maybe downsize, who knows, but they're going to try to do that during those summer months so they don't disrupt the kiddos. So we also know that the summertime here is the high demand, high traffic, high touristy areas. And so as that influx of people come into the area, there's a lot of desire. So people will come down for a vacation, realize that they love it, and buy a property. Weird. I wonder who that could be. We did the exact same thing. We came down to visit some friends. We walked around the back of their house. We saw the lake. In 5 minutes, we fell in love. My kid was jumping off the dock like a bobber, and that was game over. We jumped on a home search and we bought a property. So same thing happens all the time. And again, we know that right now is a great time to purchase for a few reasons. We know that the boom has gained a lot of appreciation, has gained us a lot of equity over the past few years, and we're coming up to those hot seasons where that high traffic and demand to be here is going to be. And so a lot of fun conversations to have, a lot of things to think about, some simple math that we can help you with on what it looks like now to sell or what it looks like in 2 or 5 or 10 years. And again, I say it all the time, right? We are licensed lenders and agents. I love making these videos, but I love more to help you with your lending or real estate needs. So one more time, that number popping up below, I am the guy that'll answer the phone calls, the text messages, and the emails. If there's a question, a scenario, or something we can do to help you figure out if now is a good time to sell, please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. Until the next video, we'll see you then. Bye. My name is Scott. If this is your first time visiting the channel, hey guys, what's up? All right, hey guys. The drive and the energy to be down here is coming from the month that we're in. in the months that we're coming up to, that's where, again, the high demand for being in this area is going to be. The families and kiddos, right? So you're trying to not do. So another thing that